My name's Craig Williams, and in 20 weeks I'm going to attempt to break the world record for the most marathons on consecutive days carrying 20 pounds of kit. Our young nephew had heart surgery. This kid should not have survived, and he had problems with his heart, and he desperately needed surgery from the minute he was born. And the doctors put it off because he just, the chance of him surviving was just so slim. My sister and my brother-in-law it was just agonising. My mum was caught up in it all, and it was a real tough time for the family. And eventually they got to the point where they're like, look, we've just got to do this operation. The surgeons did this incredible operation where they fixed his heart. His heart was the size of a grave, and it was all funded by the Children's Heart Surgery Fund. I mean, if there's other kids out there that have these heart problems, we just need to do it, and that compels Paula and I. So I aim to raise 20 grand, which will go towards, maybe even if it's just one operation for one child, then that is incredible. I've done some running events in the past. In 2016, I did the Marathon des Sables. Okay, just done 30k on the long day. I'm just going to push it out, keep going. Piece of piss. In 2018, I did the Jungle Ultra in the Peruvian Amazon jungle. Which is a bit of a bugger because I'm quite a bit of pain, to be honest. My knees hurting, feet are pretty bashed up. Just striding it out. Where am I in the race? I think I'm 5th at the minute, which is not bad, but I don't expect it to stay that way. I loved them, but one thing I haven't enjoyed is the training aspect. Like I don't actually enjoy training that much. In fact, I don't even class myself as a regular runner. I mean, well, first one back in the tent again. Fucking running bits. The majority of times when I've done these events, like a few weeks before, I've done a lot of panic training and I've managed to scrape through. This year I want to inspire 1,000 people to do more than they normally would, to take on challenges that will really push them. Because I had a great quote the other week, and that was, when your identity is stretched by challenge, it cannot return to its former shape. When you think about that, it's like when we talk about like growth and finding more in life, then challenge has got to be the root. Adversity exposes character, and it's not about what we know about stuff, it's the stuff that we know about ourselves, and challenge is an amazing way to explore your own edges, really. Basically, for this video series, I want to invite you along for the ride. I want you to see the ups and downs in the training, and there will be ups and downs in the training. I want you to give you a little insight into my life and the preparation for this event, where you can see like each day unfold. My biggest worry is injury. It's going to take a lot to get through the 43 days. That carrying the weight for one marathon is tough enough. To do it 43 consecutive days, it's just an incredible amount of stress on the body. I worry that life will get in the way, as it did, and everything else. It's all right having a really exciting life, but it doesn't leave a lot of time for conditioning the body. I worry that people won't buy into it like I hope they will. I'm hoping that you guys watching this want to come and do a day, come and do a marathon and be part of it. Bollocks. Wait there, I forgot my key. Got it, right. Two main things today that I need to get done. One is I'm gonna tell the team about the challenge and see what their reaction is and see what they come up with, because there's gonna be a lot of work for them, and I don't know how they're gonna react to it. I think they might think it's a stupid idea, they might think it's impossible. Hopefully they'll get behind it, because I know with a good team we can do this. So, welcome to my battered old truck. Hopefully getting a new truck in a couple of weeks. Anyway, the other thing that I need to do is my wife Paula is having a total knee replacement in a couple of weeks, and today we've got to go to joint school. We've got to go and learn all about the recovery, the rehabilitation, and we'll find out just what it's going to take once she's had this quite serious operation, and that's in a couple of weeks. So no doubt that it is going to affect training. Obviously, it's going to affect the way that we prepare for it. But the other thing is that she's already said that once she's flat packed and she can't move with her dodgy leg, she's one of these people that really needs to be active and doing stuff, and she's going to get right into the planning and the organisation of it all. So let's head up to Team Boot Camp. It's not far, and then we'll get into this meeting. Let them know. What do you think? Do you think they're up for it or what? I really do hope so, because without them, we're pretty screwed. So let's get into it. Right, so you know that I'm full of amazing ideas.
Yes.
In 20 weeks' time, I'm going to attempt a world record, and the record being to run as many marathon distance races in consecutive days carrying £20 worth of kit. Basically, my goal is to raise £20,000 for the Children's Heart Fund, but more importantly, drag a whole load of boot campers and other people into the world of running and give them the opportunity to do 5k, 10k, half marathon or a marathon. It's a massive project because it starts in 20 weeks. It needs to peak in, what would it be, 25 weeks. But there's a whole load of, I don't know if you've ever done anything with the world record before, but there is a whole load.
When I was in the biggest keyboard group.
Biggest keyboard?
Yeah, we all played keyboard at the same time.
Oh, there you go. Experience.
Nice and nerdy.
There's a whole load of guidelines that you've got to jump through in order for it to count as a world record. Now, personally speaking, I don't want to get 41 days into a 43-day world record and we get the admin wrong, which is why I need help with it. And this is why I need to draft in some people that can help me. It's going to take place with dogs fine everywhere in Bridgnorth, because if you imagine for 43 days this place has got to run. I've still got to be able to do my duties. We've got to be able to get there. We've got to be able to house some runners that come from all over the country, maybe the world. And I think one of the reasons why we've got a shot at this is because of boot camp.
Yes. Yeah.
And the freaking drumming dog in the corner. There's loads of immediate stumbling blocks, right? Yeah. The first one being the route. The gradient cannot be more than 1 in 1,000 average over the route. And that's not a lot, and that's virtually flat. In order for the route to count, it's got to be measured and drawn up by a professional.
Do you know what I would do, Craig, is first of all, before I did anything, and I'd time scan all of this, because actually you've not got long to do this.
No, I know.
And in some respects, I think you're better to do it later on in the year rather than in April, so that we've got more time to get it planned properly. I know you don't want to hear that, because there is so much to organise.
It's a double-edged sword, isn't it? Because we've got more time, but then we're in the middle of the summer and there's so much more going on.
My concern with that is that that's getting really hot. If you think last year when we were having to dish out Dora lights after hikes,
I would start the end of September.
Once this starts going out to the running clubs and the 100 marathon, finding the people, it's going to be a nose, but
we'll get them.
And there's a big thing of having too long to prep. Ranges in September, and I'm not even thinking about the ranges yet.
All right. Okay. So
so that's a good point. From a running point of view, Craig's the best person at this table to know what the mindset is of I'm signing up for a race. How long do I need?
I mean, if you want to do it April, we'll do it April.
Yeah.
But
what about if we just nudge it right? A month.
Well, a month is a month. A month is
The thing is, for me, the way I look at it, and this is why I would look at the phases of it. All I need to do is create the spark from here until 12 weeks out, so 6 weeks from this point now. All I've got to do is create the spark in boot campers' minds, because the 12 weeks is enough to get a marathon ready.
Let's work for April. if that's what you want, let's work for April. But we need to get, you need to get that route done.
Yeah, no.
Sooner rather than later.
I was hoping someone might take that on. Give them a bell.
We can, it's just you're the only one who knows what the route is.
Craig, you need to do it. Yeah, because without your route and your survey, you've
We
got
can't
nothing.
do anything until that's...
So once I've got that, then I'd be saying, okay, I've got my route, I've got my surveyor, now I'm going to look at my health and safety, and now I'm going to look at this, because then once you've got that, you've got something to sell. But we've got to keep it really tight, because the time frame is tight. I'm excited about this challenge because it's going to incorporate everything in my life that's dear. My complete idiot husband who's deciding to run a marathon for 43 days, which just another thing to make me worried. All of our team at Team Bootcamp are going to be involved. All the people that have been to us and are now, you know, taking up running, or people that want to challenge themselves are going to be able to do it. And our family, you know, because we mustn't forget the reason we're doing this is our beautiful little nephew who was born with a really poorly heart, had heart surgery when his heart was the size of a grape. And our family, my sister-in-law Craig's sister and family, was supported by the most amazing charity. And so, you know, quite literally everything that I hold dear is all being pulled together to create something spectacular, something awesome, just something really amazing, you know. So I think it's not just giving it to the charity, it's the empowerment that it'll give to people that are running, you know, maybe pushing themselves out of their comfort zone. It's another little notch on my husband's ego again when he achieves 43 days of running, which, even though it pains me to say, is pretty impressive. So it's mega. It is mega, and I'm really excited. A little bit nervous about it because it's a big thing to sort out and organise, but we've got an amazing team, and I have no doubt whatsoever that it won't be incredible. I think the biggest thing I'll bring to project. I'm getting spending too much time with Craig. Project. The biggest thing I'll bring to the project is excitement. You know, I'm behind it, and actually, when I'm behind something, that's it. All guns, you know, systems go to make it happen. And it's like I've already said, it's really dear to my heart. So it's not going to happen, and we'll make it successful for every single person that participates for whatever reason they're participating. My biggest worry is that Craig has an injury and carries on and does something stupid. You know, if you're thinking about weaknesses, which actually we don't like to do, not really, we concentrate on positives, but you know, Craig's biggest weakness is that sometimes he'll push through when it's silly to push through. He'll just keep going and end up with no foot. Be running on a stump. So you know, that's sometimes our greatest strength can become our greatest weakness if we don't harness it and use it in the right way. And we'll see. But I know that come what may, he'll finish it. Whether he finishes it with 2 feet still or 2 stumps is questionable. I have one request to the people, you know, watching this, and that's to challenge yourself, you know, to go out there and show yourself what you can do. I want it to be something that is empowering and good and wonderful for everyone.
So if this has sparked a bit of intrigue, a bit of curiosity, you like the idea of seeing me in lots of pain and seeing other people just excel and do incredible things, then make sure that you like this video, subscribe to the channel. If you click on the bell, that means you'll get the notifications each week of these videos coming out. And I've got a question, and each video I'll have a little question for you, because I really do want to involve you in this challenge, and that is, I need a name. And the minute I'm thinking the 2020 marathon challenge, because it's £20, I'm raising 20k, and the year is 2020. There's a lot of 20s involved in this. Do you think it's a good name? Do you think it's a crap name? Have you got an alternative name? But I need to know in the next couple of days, because I'm going to get the website up and running so I can start to get these vlogs out and get this ball rolling. So, I'll see you in the next video.